Welcome to 6:30 Central tonight. Last week, the Arkansas National Guard lost 2 soldiers to something that so many of us find very difficult to discuss: suicide. So tonight we focus our attention on the military and on veterans. And before I say anything else, we want to show you a very important number. It is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK. This number can actually help anyone out there who is struggling with suicidal thoughts or any other kind of crisis. It's also there for people worried about a friend or a family member who might be in crisis. But did you know this same phone number can also connect you to a special military and veterans crisis line? And here's how to get there. After you call 1-800-273-TALK, you'll hear an introduction message. Press 1. You'll be connected to the military crisis line, and the person you speak with will usually be a combat veteran. This topic is urgent. The Arkansas Army National Guard lost 2 soldiers to suicide, as I just reported just days ago. Service member Melody Daniels shared a fellow soldier's post on Facebook, and it comes from someone named Will Phillips. And here it is. He starts by saying that he used to laugh about suicide prevention briefings, but after losing 2 brothers, this is what he says now. Quote, "How often we say, I would take a bullet for you, or I'd break legs for you. Tough men of action, but you know what? I will sit and cry with you, pray with you. I will try to help shoulder your burden, jump in my rucksack and let me carry you through this day so that you can see tomorrow." With me right now, Major General Kendall Penn, Arkansas Adjutant General. He's the head of the Arkansas National Guard, as well as Arkansas State Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Miller. Thank you both so much for being here. Your organization is there for us in our worst moments, tornadoes, floods. You protect our national security, but right now a lot of your guardsmen are in need of some help.
You know, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to come out and speak tonight. I mean, this is an important topic, and this helps us get the word out, not just to our guardsmen, but also to the families and the employers and the communities that all of our guardsmen live in throughout the month. We see them usually only 2 days a month. The rest of the time they're out living in their communities, and so this is an important topic for everybody to know about.
What happened? Just start with what happened. I know you can't give a lot of details. It's a very personal situation. How did you find this out? How did it come to your attention?
In each case, someone notified the unit, and the unit got involved, and 2 of our guardsmen had committed suicide, and so then we went through the notification process to get the entire organization involved.
This is not something that any of us like to talk about, especially in the military. We keep things really guarded. There's not a lot of discussion about this. What are you doing as a chaplain, as an organization, to really help open the lines of communication here?
Yes, one of the things that we've been most happy to see in the last couple of days has been really a groundswell on Facebook with a Facebook group called Arkansas Soldier Outreach, and that has been something that care providers, all of the resources can begin to flock towards. So it's really a peer-on-peer. A soldier, an airman can go to this location, post that they need help in any sort of area, because that's really what suicide, that we need to understand about it. Suicide can come to us from really any sort of stream. They can find themselves thinking about that, considering it because of multiple different avenues. It could be a problem in a relationship. It could be a problem with work. It could be just simply an issue that they are struggling with. And so we want to be able to provide as many resources as possible to our troops.
I know you'll be seeing on the screen, and also as a crawl on the bottom of your screen, the ways that you can seek help. But I do want to ask, as an organization, are you seeing a theme here? Are there certain stressors as part of the job, or is there a reason why, or combat related? I know we hear about PTSD when certain soldiers come back from war. Is there anything that you can pinpoint as to why this is happening?
Well, every suicide is an individual event. But we do see that at large relationship issues are often triggers, or at least factors in the suicide. Sometimes also finances.
Finances can be difficult too.
And Don, what I would add to that, in complete agreement, is also that really whenever you take someone who has lost something, whatever that could be, like as we said, a job, a relationship, whenever that loss has occurred, it helps us as friends, as caregivers, to be able to spot that loss and begin to help them talking about that loss as soon as possible to help them through that time.
And are you telling your other guardsmen to do certain things, maybe be on the watch, be on the lookout, start conversations? Are there things that you're doing as an organization to help?
Yeah, so in fact, every guardsman goes through training annually on suicide prevention, what to look for, what to do if you have a buddy that is facing some kind of stress. On top of that, our units also have individuals who receive additional training, and then of course we have a very dedicated corps of chaplains out there, about 24 across the state, who are available at a moment's notice to go out and minister to our folks that are struggling.
Have you done this?
Yes, ma'am. I have actually done this job for about 13 years, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to be trusted in that environment, to where a soldier or an airman can pick up the phone, call me in the middle of the night, and know that immediately I'm going to do everything that I can. I guess it was the tweet that you shared from Will Phillips. Great example. We have soldiers that are like that across the state. We have veterans and organizations that are willing to do this. We just have to make sure that we always point those soldiers and airmen to those resources.
And so that they know that you're available to
Absolutely.
them if they need you.
Absolutely.
And I would also, add in, it's not just a matter of the soldiers having to reach out. If family members recognize that one of their guardsmen is struggling, or if an employer recognizes, we don't necessarily get too concerned about who calls, just as long as somebody lets us know and we can offer help.
One of the things when we talk about getting help for fellow guardsmen is at the top of your list, you want them or offer them options to talk to fellow soldiers. Why is that, in your opinion, the #1 thing that you recommend that they do?
Absolutely. I think that getting the soldiers to talk to other soldiers, airmen to talk to other airmen, is so important, because that is who they're comfortable with. That is the individuals that they are closest with in the formations, but it's the same thing in the community. It's those who they are closest with that is going to matter the most. They're going to open up to them.
What message do you want to get out there tonight?
If you're considering suicide, if you're struggling, it's not that bad, and that we've got resources available. We've got the chaplains, we've got your buddies, we've got the chain of command, we've got mental health professionals. There's a whole host of resources available to you. Reach out.
And even if you're a family member or friend who's concerned, you want them to come to you as well.
Absolutely. We take any loss extremely serious. The individuals that we lost this last week were family. We are citizen soldiers, and that citizen comes first. We always have that in our name. They are doctors, they're nurses, they're taxi drivers. They are all across this state in every single county, and we want to make sure that we are reaching out to them, that they are understanding what resources we have available, because their lives matter, and we truly want them to understand that.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Again, thank you so much for having this conversation with me tonight. If it helps one person, we've done a good thing. General Penn, thank you. Lieutenant Colonel Miller, we appreciate you so much.
Thank you for